The old woman sat on the park bench, her eyes fixated on the lone swing swaying gently in the breeze. It was an unnaturally still day, with not a single cloud in the sky and not a bird to be heard. Even the leaves seemed frozen mid-sway. The air hung heavy and quiet, as if nature itself held its breath, waiting for something momentous to happen. Her name was Illyra, but most people simply called her the Weaver. And with good reason. She had an uncanny ability to create intricate tapestries that seemed to come alive, weaving stories of love, loss, joy, and sorrow into the very fabric of the material. Each thread held a memory, each knot a turning point in someone's life, and each completed tapestry represented a lifetime lived and loved. Today, however, she wasn't working on a tapestry. Instead, her hands were busy knitting a simple, plain scarf, its color as gray and dreary as the day itself. The scarf was for him, the young man with eyes like storm clouds and a heart full of shadows. He had wandered into her shop a few weeks ago, drawn to the warmth emanating from within. Illyra saw right through his facade, sensing the pain he carried inside. She offered him comfort in the form of stories woven into the tapestries, tales that reminded him of simpler times, of happier moments. He was getting worse though. The shadows were deepening, and the storm clouds in his eyes grew more turbulent. Illyra knew she needed to do something drastic, something powerful enough to pull him back from the brink. She had a plan, one that involved her greatest creation yet, the tapestry of fate itself. It depicted the lives of all those who had ever lived, their destinies intertwined and woven into an intricate web. As dusk began to settle, Illyra gathered her supplies, a sharp pair of scissors, a silver needle, and a single thread of moonlight spun by a celestial weaver on the night of his birth. With each stitch she made into the tapestry of fate, a part of him was rewritten, his destiny altered. The shadows in his eyes began to recede, replaced by a glimmer of hope. By the time the moon reached its zenith, the scarf was complete. Illyra carefully wrapped it around her own neck and closed her eyes, channeling all her power into one final spell. When she opened them again, the world seemed brighter, as if the very air had been cleansed of some unseen darkness. She knew that he would be okay now, his fate sealed by her hand.